Hi everyone, Sherman Chin here, and today I'm going to talk about the Japanese katana. So my friends have been asking me why have I not been talking about this katana that I have. So actually I want to talk more about my knives because I'm more into knives now rather than this. This is actually an Iaito. Okay, it's not a katana. So the difference being is that it's made of steel, aluminum alloy. Actually, it's not made of steel even. So I cannot be sharpened because the blade. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the blade. And see the blade here is aluminum alloy. Let's see if I can get that focus. Okay, this is aluminum alloy, and aluminum alloy doesn't sharpen well. It does have that wave pattern. It has the weight of the katana, so you can practice. And I've done Aikido, and I know how to use my body to draw this sword. So I guess I'm going to talk a bit about how I use my body to draw the sword and why I see sometimes people drawing it wrongly or using the katana wrongly. I mean, if I do have a real katana, and if you guys want to get a real katana, by the way, you can get it at thomastools.com.my. Just use my coupon code ShermanChin for 5% off, and it's going to be rated really well. You need to get a katana that fits you, okay? So not every katana will fit you, but you need to get one that is weighted to fit you. So basically, a katana, the sheath is really important. Okay, so you can put it into your belt here, but it has to be, the length has to be right so it doesn't touch the ground, right? So when you draw it, okay, you draw it from your waist. That's very important because you do not use your hand to draw it. You use the movement of your waist. See, your movement of your waist. You need this movement, and your hand is just placed here while this is moved behind. Okay, it's moved behind. So one is going forward, the other one is going backward. So imagine your body is turning this way while you are actually holding on to this sheath, right? So it acts like a leverage, right? Let me just move behind a bit. So when you draw, it has to be like this, okay? So you can see it came out unintentionally sometimes because there's a bit of a lock, right? So when it locks, it doesn't just drop like this. So you need to push it and then it comes out. If you're not careful, sometimes you can cut your fingers, right? Because this lock has to be engaged. Just like lock, although I call it a lock, it's just like a small detent, if you will. Okay, so you disengage it, and then after you disengage it, you hold on here. Make sure you're holding on to the sheath, right? Not to the blade. And you draw it, right? You draw it like this. Okay, so you use your body to draw it. If you notice, and I noticed it, the thing is I didn't put it low enough because my belt here is blocking. So actually I got it a bit wrong. It needs to be further back like this, okay? So I'm just gonna hold it to show you guys, right? So you need to draw it like this. See, so you have that arc when you draw it. I don't want to draw it upward too much. You can draw it sideways, cut. That is a horizontal cut. You can draw it this way. Okay, let me just go down. Maybe I can use it. Although the body has to be able to turn still. Okay, so let's try to draw it upward so that I can do a vertical cut. Okay, so that's more a vertical cut, right? So in order to do that, I have to pull my body back. I pull my body forward with my hand holding the sheath, right? And this one goes this way, right? So it's more of like this cut, right? It's sort of like this, the arc. Okay, that's the arc. And you do not use your arm power, right? Your arm, of course, you need some strength to be able to hold the sword, but you need the body movement to be able to draw it. Okay, so a lot of people just use it without a sheath. The problem with using a katana without a sheath is that basically you're gonna lose to a long sword, right? The whole point is that it needs to use this as a leverage. You need a speed there, right? The speed of this draw. Okay, you can hear that. That's the metal on the wood. Okay, I really love it because this is like I'm not sure if this cowhide or I think it's like shark skin or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So this is made the traditional Japanese way. This is actually a replica of the Masamune. So you have to be really careful with the sheath because it's just made of wood, and sometimes you get like marks on it or scuffs on it. It's really easily scuffed, right? So not so easily taken care of. If you guys want to buy it, you can usually I would suggest you buy something like the one with the patterns or texture on the sheath, so that you do not destroy it so easily. You know, you just hit it a bit and then it gets dented, so you have to be really careful with it. And that's why people have so much respect for the katana. It's made really like detailed, right? And the craftsman has spent a lot of time going into the detail. Look at that, even this has the those traditional Japanese words, right? This is the replica of the Masamune, like I said, so you can actually see the really nice craftsmanship that goes into it. The texture is just awesome. Look at that. See, this texture, just awesome. I mean, like, I really do like to admire it. Even this, like this part, the cord here. Okay, so yeah, for a Japanese sword, would I buy an actual katana? Not really, because I feel that, you know, it's good, but its usage here in this modern world, it's very limited. Like, you know, the whole point of a katana is that you have to use that, the ability to draw, and you don't really need that, right? You don't really need that. So to draw here, I haven't showed you guys. Okay, maybe I can show you this. Then you guys can see what I mean, because the one that's light on top of me, so I have to be careful. So I'm going to try to get a vertical cut here, right? Okay. See, not cut the light. Okay, there we go. That's a vertical cut. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, that's how you do a vertical cut. Horizontal cut is much easier for me here. Okay, so that's horizontal cut. The weight of this is the same as an actual katana. So yeah, the Masamune. And for me, I think a long sword will be stronger, to be honest. I mean, more useful and practical, especially if I'm going to do cuts, you know, like in my garden and stuff. But this is a traditional sword you can get. This one is in particular from Tozando. I think Tozando.com if you guys want to get a Iaito. But like I say, if you want to get a real katana, head on to thomastools.com.my, use my coupon code 5 to get 5% off. For the price, it's like, even for real katana, it's going to be super expensive because you're paying a lot for craftsmanship and for this tradition, right? That's why people buy Higonokami. That's this. If you look at the knife, the sword, right? The blade itself, it's made of like a folded steel. Okay, so that's going to be really expensive. Okay, so I guess I'll end it here, guys. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe, like, and give me a thumbs up, and click that notification bell. Okay guys, thank you, bye.